Hey everyone, give me just a minute to make sure that everything is going right, and I will get set up. All right, it looks like it is showing. Hey, my name is Jackie Jones. I am a real estate agent in Onslow County, North Carolina, where Camp Lejeune, United States Marine Corps base, is located. I am also a real estate instructor and co-owner of the Select School of Real Estate here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And I just wanted to do kind of a quick market update for you because there's a couple of things that we're seeing in our market that is really important for anyone that is looking to buy or sell your home now. So real quick, let's go over the numbers. So I am going to just talk about the numbers for October compared to last October. And I've got the absorption rate, the sold listings numbers, the new listings, and active listings ready to go. Before we start, I want to remind you that if you need any assistance in real estate in this area or surrounding areas, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description box below, and I'd be happy to help. All right, so let's get started. For the absorption rate. And for anyone that is not familiar with the absorption rate, we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but it's essentially a look at how healthy our market is and how many months worth of inventory we have currently. So for October of 2022, we had approximately 1.96 months worth of inventory. And this year, we now have 2.5 months worth of inventory. So our absorption rate has gone up, meaning that we have more houses sitting on the market longer, and we have about approximately 2 months worth of inventory. Our sold listings for the month of October 2022 was 2,892 properties. And this ranges from across all price ranges. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, the number goes all the way up to 400,000, even higher than that. Let me double check really quick. I don't know if I can share this to you. No, it doesn't look like it's sharing, but actually, if 4 million, it goes all the way up to 4 million in Onslow County. So of course that is a low amount of houses that we're going to see up to that price point in this area. Our market tends to be fairly affordable, although I know current conditions are making that a little harder for people. But this month for October, or last month for October 2023, our number of sold listings dropped to 2,541. That is still a little better than we have been seeing recently. Our new listings for last year, 2022, was 3,085 new listings in the month of October. And this past month, we had 3,294 new listings, which means that if you're looking to buy a property, you're going to have less competition because we now have more new houses on the market that you can choose from. And then active listings, we had last year 6,647 in the month of October. And then this year we had 6,844. Now, those are listings that may have been listed previously. They did not go pending in the month of October. So with that said, there's a couple of things that we're seeing in the market that has nothing to do with these numbers that might help you if you're looking to buy or sell real estate. And one of the big things that we've been seeing was a fear of interest rates. And I'm not quoting interest rates. I am not a lender. However, I speak to very experienced lenders consistently. And this is information that I'm seeing on my own and also with input from my lender partners. And the biggest thing right now is the CPI, the Consumer Price Index report for October, looked fantastic. And it was showing that inflation was stalled. Now, I know we're not feeling that in the economy right now, but that is a good sign when the Fed is looking at whether or not they need to continue to raise Fed rates. Because if what they are doing is helping to start the curbing of inflation, then they may not need to continue raising the Fed rate. And we know that the Fed rate impacts interest rates. The Fed rate is not interest rates, but they do have an impact. So what we saw when this consumer price index report came out was interest rates started dropping. I'm not going to quote interest rates because, again, you may be looking at this video 2 weeks from now and the interest rates are going to look different. But we have seen a consistent drop in interest rates since that consumer price index came out. So if interest rates was something that was holding you off from buying a house, that is going to be looking more favorable for you. Now, it's still not the 2 to 3% that we were seeing during our COVID years, but highly likely we're never going to get back to that point. That was an anomaly that happened due to economic conditions based on what was going on in the world. And I don't know that we really want to see that again, because what we saw on the other side was that home values shot up because the people were willing to spend more to get the property and lock it down because there was so much competition in the market due to the low interest rates. And then when the appraisers started appraising additional properties down the road, those inflated prices based on people being willing to pay more than market value was now the new comparable that appraisers were using to come up with the appraised value for other buyers down the road. So it really impacted the current market value. And I don't know that we really want to see that again, because that home prices are coming down a little bit, but it's slow because it's based on the comparables that are currently on the market. And those are the numbers that appraisers are looking at when they're determining home value, and those don't just go away overnight. So I'm not really sure that we want to get to a point where that phenomenon is happening again, but lower interest rates back closer to the norm would really help a lot of buyers in this market, as well as sellers that have been struggling to sell because buyers are more hesitant to buy with higher interest rates. We are still seeing we're seeing a lot of incentives for sellers, offering closing costs, lender incentives attached to things. So if you're looking to buy and you've been holding off, now may be a good time. And if you're looking at selling and you've been waiting for the market to kind of chill out so that you'd have more competition with buyers, now would be a good time to go ahead and get your home valuated. When a real estate agent looks at your home, they're not telling you what an appraiser is going to find. They're not going to tell you what your house is worth. They're going to look and determine the probable listing price, the probable selling price that would be a good point to put your house up on the market. And they're using the information that's currently in the MLS to come up with that number so that we can keep it as close to what an appraiser is likely to find. But again, that appraiser is the ultimate determination of market value and what your home should sell for. So if you're looking to sell, go ahead and reach out to me and we can do a market valuation. Even if you're looking to sell several months down the road, it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and reach out and I can go ahead and see what the numbers are looking like right now. And we can go ahead and start looking at how to prep your house. Now, because I've had some outreach from potential buyers in my market asking for home buying classes, and I've done a couple where we did them in person, and that didn't necessarily work out for everyone. So I've started scheduling home buying and home selling classes virtually. If you're interested in a link for that, go ahead and let me know. I'm trying to do them maybe every other week. So 1 week I'll do a home selling class, and the next week I'll do a home buying, and then continue that pattern. Of course, it's going to be a little more sporadic right now with the holidays, but if you're interested in those types of classes, you're going to get a free PDF home buying or home selling guide that you'll be able to look at and compare notes and make notes in when you sign up for that class. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and let me know. Feel free to send me an email or shoot me a text, and we'll get that set up for you. My next one right now is the home buying class scheduled for November 29th. And again, that's going to be virtual. I believe I scheduled it for 11 to 12. So again, if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and let me know, and we'll get that scheduled and get you signed up and get you your guide, and we can talk about some of these things that are going on in our market, as well as just the process. Like I said, incentives that I'm seeing, the best way that I have found to negotiate your needs, and we can just have a conversation about what's happening. So feel free to reach out. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, like this video. It really does, it helps get this out to my area and people that might be interested in this information. Thanks for hanging out. I see one person here. I really appreciate it. I know this is a niche channel. Really only people in this area that are interested in real estate find interest in this channel, but I really appreciate everyone that's here, and look forward to working with you. Have a good one.